Good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you're at today. It's Tuesday the 19th. I remembered, 2026. I gotta go to the post office, as usual. My nightly sales, it's a good thing. Nightly sales, and gotta go grab something to eat. I'm hungry. I don't really want McDonald's today at all. Don't want the coffee. Well, I want a different coffee. So I might get a Dunkin' coffee and a Pal's biscuit. I don't know, it depends on how long the line is at Pal's. Pal's can get out of hand sometimes. I'm gonna drop off the mail first though, and then we'll see. But Bill, I'm gonna look into that macro lens. The 35 is probably what I'm gonna get, but I'm saving up for the 100 to 400 zoom lens because that's my favorite kind of lens for music festivals, and I got some music festivals coming up in the fall, and I'd like to have one before then. I had a 100 to 400 Sigma lens that I used for my Nikon that I got rid of. It's a great lens. I love that lens. So Fuji has one. It's about 1,800, I think, right now, which ain't bad at all. So it's a used lens. I'm gonna try to buy that off one of the sites. But that is my next lens, is the 100 to 400. Plus, I can use it for birding. I love wildlife photography, so I'd like to get back into that. The line is not bad at all, so we're gonna pop in and get us a sausage biscuit with mustard. Traffic is thick going up Bays Mountain. You can see the work they're doing up there. They still got that going on. But we're on our way to work, and I have got a busy day. We got a new hire starting for the marketing team. We are now up to 3 people, which is awesome, considering we are 65 locations, 1,300 employees. It's a lot of work for 2 people. When I first started, it was just me. It was a lot of work. And finally, we got some help. Now we're getting some more help because we keep growing so much. And, the payload is just getting out there. So I'm excited for this new person to come help out. They're going to be in charge of the social media. So that's going to be awesome. I do enough social media in my life to have that taken off of me is a big relief. So I'm not gonna lie, having to do it for work has made me not want to do it for myself because I do it so much. So maybe that'll free up my time at home to go, you know what, let me post on my stuff now. So that's gonna be nice. That's why I drug forever on some stuff. I used to post to Instagram every day, and then I have, I do it for work, and it gets busy. You always got to keep it going, keep it active. You get burned out on it, and you're like, I don't feel like doing nothing. So your own stuff kind of sucks for a while. But finally, things are coming to work out real nice. Look at these nice little fluff clouds too above my shoulder. It's awesome. Right there, little fluffy clouds. Attention span of a gnat, I'm telling you. But I'm excited for this new person to start. She is very nice. She's knowledgeable, and it's gonna be a big asset. So I got to get her set up and going today. So there's gonna be a lot of teaching, explaining, showing, introducing. So it'll be a busy day. We're going to go to 7 Brew actually and get a sweet and salty. I'm craving one of those, and I need a coffee really bad. It is good coffee. Alrighty, we are heading to work. I'm right below the office actually, and I'm going to get this day going. So I will catch you after work. Pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. So we have a new thrift store literally across the street from work, just up the hill. And I was like, well, I'm going to go check it out. And on my lunch break, and oh my God, I love it. I did pretty good. So I'm going to show you real quick what we picked up on our lunch break. Mind you, I get an hour for lunch, and I use 20 minutes at the store. So we got some video games, some PS2 games, SSX for the Xbox 360, Texas Chainsaw, Orphan, Zodiac, a bunch of PS2, and a sealed Criminal Minds 9th season. So these will all go home and get put online. And then for the office, we got a plush Mario, a Megatron car thing, and this large Superman monster truck. So these three we'll keep in the office, and then we'll get rid of all that. These were $2 a piece. The games were $3. Some really good games. A couple SSXs, probably the standout. I gotta look this one up. One of the Jet games has some value, some real good values. I don't know if that's it or not, but in great shape, complete, good finds. Well, the work day is over. Heading home. We'll stop by Taco Bell and get Jody some dinner. Probably grab me some of their nuggets if they have them. I love Taco Bell's nuggets. I've got to start doing better too, if not getting fast food as much. I'm going to make it this week. We're going to start cutting back, start cooking at home more. I'm going to try. But today we're going to do that. I want to do a little bit of drawing today, so I'm going to try to just rig it up to where I pull one of those chairs over and get some padding for it and sit down on it. Try to readjust my drafting table and do a little drawing. I want to work on a couple drawings I've had started for a while. Work on this little cityscape I'm doing. And then, yeah, really want to work on my book a little bit too. So we'll do a little bit of that today. I got to list some stuff that I picked up earlier. Might do that first after we eat, just to get it out of the way. And then I got to pack up a couple games I've sold. And then I'm going to draw. Always busy. That's part of it though. It's the fun part. So I'm going to draw, watch a little TV. Be nice evening. Take Lily Bell out. I'm excited. A little fun at home. Look how pretty it is outside. 91 degrees is what my car says. Very nice. You know, we don't eat Taco Bell too awful much. When I was in college, you know, $10 at Taco Bell would get you like 15 tacos, a large drink. Our meal was $17 for like 2 tacos and a fry. When did it get so expensive? Like, it's crazy to think. In 2006 and 2007, Taco Bell, you could eat like a king for $10. I mean, now it's like, it's just so high. That's just crazy. It blows my mind how much stuff is going up. And then gas, it's just going up like crazy right now. It's well over $4 a gallon now here. And then the cost of food, when I go grocery shopping, and a lot of that has skyrocketed. Just insane. We've cut back on a lot of the food we buy at a grocery store too. We don't buy nowhere near as many. And when we get close to running out of sodas, I check around for all the deals. Usually Food Line has a buy a 12-pack, get a 12-pack for $11.99, which is $12.24 packs. If you go to Walmart and buy a 24-pack, it's $16. So you can catch a good deal at Food Line on the 12 packs. Or if you go to Sam's, you can catch the Mountain Dew's 36-pack for $14. So we've gotten to where we do a lot of that. Just crazy. Alright, so I got a chicken Cantino taco. That's what I got. They didn't have the nuggets, they ran out. So, got chicken Cantino taco. I got the fries. That's my favorite fries. And Jody got, what is this called?
Nacho Bel Grande.
Nacho Bel Grande.
With rice and guacamole.
Yeah, looks good.
Mm-hmm.
And then she got her a nice cold Mountain Dew.
They have the best Mountain Dew.
They have the best Mountain Dew. I love their cantina chicken. Their cantina chicken's really good. And also, mail call, we got our good Robinson Crusoe on Mars. This monkey makes the whole movie. So, I'm excited. We're going to do this soon. That's going to be fun. Well, this small stack should not take long to get up and list. So, we have $3 a piece into the games and $2 a piece into the movies. So, even this little sealed season was $2. So, we're going to get these up, cleaned, and hopefully somebody will pick some of these up soon. Alright, I got my desk laid out, or my drawing table laid out how I want it. I've had this thing for a very long time. Jody's asleep on the couch over there. I just turned off Andy Griffith. I'm about to turn on one of my YouTube channels I like to watch, but I'm working on a sketch right now, which I will pin and do all that once I get all the details worked out. I'm going to start building some more buildings out here. building the buildings out in the landscape. So this is going to be a little city along the Sea of Iliog. A little cliff right here. I like to do little cliffs, so that's what I'm going to work on right now. Got my nice little setup here, my drink, my lily bow. Just hanging out, right? Yeah. She's like, yeah. We're just sitting here watching. So, not too shabby. That's why I wanted it in this corner. I can just look up and see the TV here. Jody still has to make room so I can get that couch in her office too. But this is what I'm working on right now. I think I'm ready to start pinning this. This is kind of where I'm at, the sea here. And I've added some round windows to my buildings and a little sea shanty place over here. May do a dock later on. I don't know, we'll just kind of play with it and see how it looks. But the round windows are kind of a nod to the Hobbit. The round doors. Just a little deep dive side note. So hopefully this will look a lot better when it's pinned. But like I said, I'm not a professional drawer. I just kind of have fun with it. So this is where I'm at. This is kind of where I'm at right now. I'm pinning with a 1 with my microns, but it's kind of sketching around as I watch my YouTube up there. But I'll use a fatter pen for this one. Lily's over here bugging Jody. Booping her in the nose with her toe. But yeah, just doodling around. And then eventually, once I get it pinned, Happy will color it. So, then I'll kind of go over why I do things the way I do. But I don't think we'll finish this today. We'll probably get halfway through the pinning. This is about where I'm at right now. Just going through, making little details. You know, doing little things like that. And then maybe tomorrow I'll color it. Just kind of playing with it right now. I'm liking it. It'll look cool when it's done, I think. Not bad for an amateur. Alright, so I gooped that little part up right there where I wrote over. I should have went out a little further. But whatever. It's just a little sketch to help me with my story. So now we're going to take the eraser like this. And we're just going to erase all the pencil marks behind everything. So I'm going to do that real quick. And we'll have just the pin piece that we can kind of shade and color and all that later on. Alright, now we got all the pencil marks gone. I will shade and color this tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Sometime soon. Yeah, it'll be fun. I've got a lot of colors to pick from over here. More over there, my shading markers down there. So, yeah, could be a lot of fun. I just bought these two recently. So, this will be nice shading markers too. But yeah, I'm liking it. Nice little fun one. I like my mountains. So like I said, I'm not a professional drawer. I did take some drawing classes when I was in college for graphic design and stuff, but for the most part, I just doodle. I'm a doodler. So I like to doodle. I kind of have my own little style too, and I like that. I draw a lot of trees. That's kind of my thing is trees. I do a lot of weird trees and stuff, and I'll show you them in a minute. I got them in the room back here, so I'll show you a few of the trees I've drawn recently, and you know, just like to doodle. I'm a doodler. Lily Bell's gonna go out and pee real quick, so let me take her out, and then I'll show you kind of one of my other sketchbooks. I actually wanted to go ahead and just show you a little bit of the shading I do, kind of my style. It's just real quick, not perfect. Just get in there and just kind of give it some shade. You know, I don't worry about staying with stuff. I got kind of just hard to film and do this too. Kind of just do it like that. Then I'll come in here. How do I want to do this? Probably like right there. And then I'll use other little watercolor pens to overlap these and blend them. That's why I'm not worried about that. So I think it'll look okay. Yeah. Let me pick a color out and I'll show you a little bit of the mountains. And then we'll call this one a day. I keep wanting to keep drawing, but I need to quit. It's getting late. So I really like this color for the mountains. Get the pen cap out of my mouth. That'll help me talk a little better. And what we do is we just come in here and add this in there like that. And I'll just keep layering colors on top of colors, blending them. So I get kind of my style the way I like it. See there? And give you a little bit of mountains like that. So what I'm going to do, I'll just go ahead and do the mountains. And then I'll be done for the night. So let me do that. That'll give you a good idea of what I'm talking about. And you'll be able to see kind of the blend a little bit before we get too much further along. If I can talk. Alright, so now we've layered in another color. Just over top. And so I kind of just repeat that process with everything. Until I get it kind of what I like. But yeah. That gives you a good idea. So now I kind of finished the clouds up, and then I gave some of that sandstone color that I like for the buildings. But okay, we're going to stop now. Let me go show you some of the trees I've done that I like to do, but not bad. It will come together though. So I practiced drawing all kinds of trees, different styles. I kind of just doodle around with different things. Mushrooms, different styles of mushrooms. practice my mountains. I do mountains all kinds of different ways. Tree groupings, bushes. Just a bunch of doodling. This is another one from the series I'm working on. So, I do have a lot of fun drawing. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not a professional. I just doodle, kind of play with it and have my own style. And I love that 1950 sci-fi. That's kind of my thing. Alrighty, guys. Lily Bell's ready. Ready to go to bed. Let me show you. She's like, Dad, what are you doing? I'm ready to go. You ready to go to bed? Ready to go to bed? You know? Alrighty, guys. We'll catch you next time. Hope you liked this video. Please subscribe. Helps me out. It's free. Don't cost anything. And we'll catch you next time. Bye.